Well, most of the traders are doubting and hesitating what to do right now in this market. I have been actually going double down on my positions because I think what we're seeing right now is a clear direction about where we're about to be moving towards. And you have to understand, I don't make the rules, but the whales do here. So I am of course going to be exactly explain what this means on today's update video. I'm going to be talking about the global liquidity, about where we're currently standing, how long we still have to go, and more importantly, I am going to talk about the most important levels of support, the most important charts that we need to discuss right now here. And of course, I will be doing that deep dive in towards Ethereum because guys, you have to understand, BlackRock is accumulating Ethereum the last 30 days 15 times faster than they have been accumulated Bitcoin. And if you don't know already, they right now own 750,000 Bitcoin. So they 100% know something. So guys, don't forget to once again slap that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in towards today's update video once again here. So first of all, it is weekend, so we're going to create another CME gap. So please do not get fooled by the moves we're making over the course of the weekend. And next week is going to be another massive week here. I'm going to quickly rapid fire what is going to be happening next week here, because first of all, tomorrow we're going to get the Trump-Zelensky meeting, which potentially could be resulting in peace in the eastern side of Europe, which would be, of course, absolutely amazing for the market. Then on Wednesday, we're going to get the FOMC minutes, which is usually having a big effect on all markets and usually tends to spike volatility quite heavily. Then on Thursday, we're going to get the initial jobless claims here. Very important for whether the Federal Reserve is going to cut their interest rates or not here. And then on Friday, Jerome Powell will be having a speech here. And since right now the consensus is that we're going to cut some rates here, it is definitely going to be a very, very important meeting. So let me dive right now in towards the charts on Bitcoin. We right now exactly bounce from that lower side of support here. And actually, if we're just looking at Bitcoin, we can see that we just bounced from that very critical level that previously around was acted as resistance, now is flipping into support here. So very great to see that. Ultimately, what we're looking at is still on the daily time frame, a major uptrend, and every single time so far, whenever we retested this level, we held on towards it. And like I said in many videos before as well, if we, however, break below this level of support, guys, I really think we're going to be seeing a big drop towards the downside. So this is going to be one of the critical levels I will be closely looking towards to determine whether we're going to be staying bullish or whether we're going to be flipping bearish. And then, of course, if I'm looking at the Bitcoin EMA ribbons, we're currently still holding on towards it as support here. And of course, whenever we're going to be seeing this level getting flipped into resistance, you will be the first one to know if you are obviously subscribed to the channel. So make sure to clearly do so right now here. Then, of course, if I'm looking at the funding rates, guys, this is getting very, very interesting, because if I'm looking at most of the altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum, they all have below neutral funding rates here. And that means that the majority of the traders right now in the market are trading short. And you know what that means? That means that most likely we are going to see a squeeze towards the upside. And there's a very interesting pattern currently emerging, especially on Ethereum right now here. Because if I'm looking at Ethereum, and guys, I am still in my Ethereum trade. I am still in my trades that I opened most recently on Arbitrum, on Aptos, and on Tau. Unfortunately, I set another order on Arbitrum to go double down. Unfortunately, I was not entered on that entry, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm still in my positions. I'm going to hold these open because I think a big rotation is going to be happening. And it will explain you why this is a very good moment to be in these trades, in my opinion. And that is why I'm having them open in a second. But first of all, guys, if you need an exchange where you can trade the cheapest, don't forget to check it out in the first link in today's video description. Because if you sign up an account using the first link in today's video description, guys, you will get a VIP2 status, which gets you a 25% fee discount, which makes Weex the cheapest exchange of any crypto exchange out there to trade on. So if you're looking for a reliable exchange, which also allows you to operate very cheaply, check it out in the first link in today's video description. And on top of that, you will get a free $1,000 trade in either Ethereum or Aptos. So make sure to check it out right now in that first link in today's video description. But of course, like I said, I will continue to hold my trades open. Currently, I'm in about $8,000 in profit on Arbitrum, $6,000 in profit on my Aptos trade, and still a slight little loss on my Tau trade. And Ethereum trade, of course, massive profit. And we'll continue to hold it open because what currently is happening is that retail is selling off here Well, we are seeing the smart money, the larger investors are accumulating. So very interesting behavior right here. So you can see this tweet also from CryPTOSEA. He is saying whales are buying hundreds of millions worth of Ethereum. Institutions are stacking even more. You can see it clearly on the data from BlackRock. They've been accumulating so much Ethereum most recently. Financial giants like Bitmine, etc., they have been accumulating so much Ethereum most recently. Guys, in the last 30 days, they've accumulated over 1.2 million Ethereum. Guys, there's something very massive happening in the background. And if you don't know it, they are raising another $20 billion, which is like 4 times the value they currently have here, to buy even more Ethereum. So financial giants are raising billions of dollars to buy more Ethereum, yet the price is currently dropping because retail is selling. And guys, it's very simple. Retail is aggressively taking profits while smart money is absorbing the sell pressure. And you can see it also on like the most recent dips here. The dips are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And this basically allows us a very good opportunity to accumulate on these dips here, because these major financial giants are doing the exact same here. And I personally follow the smart money. And like he's also saying, I don't make the rules, guys. This is what the financial giants are doing, and that is why I am also exactly copying this here. So whenever the retail selling is going to be fading, I'm also quite sure Ethereum is going to be exploding higher. And of course, I discussed many times before on my channel, my ultimate price targets for Ethereum, I think it's going to go to 6.5K. That is where I will be taking aggressive profits. And right now, everything is aligning. Like, we're coming towards the end stage of the cycle, and I think there's going to be a big rotation towards these altcoins, and that is why I skilled in towards these positions on Arbitrum, Aptos, and Tau, and I ultimately do think these are going to be running much, much higher with less margin, for example, than my Ethereum trade here. So super excited for what is about to be happening over there. I will continue to hold these trades open, and I really think for Arbitrum, for example, I think $1 is a very realistic target where I think it's going to go towards. And for example, if I'm going to be looking at my take profit, if it's going to go to $1, I will be making about like 500K here from only like a 20K investment, or sorry, 50K investment I made here. So yeah, that is my take profit target, for example, for Arbitrum. So this is a very great market if you do see good opportunities to take some trades here. And guys, if you want to be staying up to date with all the trades, don't forget to also join my private Telegram group here, which is the second link in today's video description. That is where we basically share our trading setups. That is where, of course, we engage with the community and, of course, give our own opinions of the market together. Not only me, but also together with 5 other professional traders. So make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video to join that group here. But guys, you have to understand, in the last 30 days, BlackRock accumulated over 15 times faster Ethereum than Bitcoin. And so far, they hold about 750,000 Bitcoin, which is, of course, absolutely mind-blowing, of course. Big stat here. So they know something for sure here is about to be happening. And of course, they can clearly see what these big companies are also doing. Sharplink, Bitmine. Guys, these are all the Michael Saylors from Ethereum, and they are stacking up like crazy. And honestly, Ethereum looks to be stabilizing right now on this level of support here. So I'm going to be closely looking towards this. But just like I said in yesterday's video, I need to see a break above this previous high right here in order to see that big continuation higher. Ultimately, we saw just a slight little rejection from the all-time high here. But yeah, this is just very normal behavior. And like I said in the intro of the video, guys, what we're right now seeing here is basically still that the M2 money supply is going to increase in the coming period in the market. And that is also one of the reasons why I think Bitcoin is still ultimately going to be going ever so slightly higher here, guys. I think it's a very bad time to be fading the market. Next week is going to be, once again, a very big week here. Hopefully, we're going to get peace between Zelensky and Putin, obviously. That is going to be also very great for the market. But yeah, we are seeing many signals right now occur that Ethereum is about to enter a very interesting stage here. And of course, with that, it's going to drag the entire altcoin market towards the upside. So guys, this was it for me in today's update video. Subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.